and welcome to BRM Driving School. So doing another route today. So I'll leave a link down to my Facebook page down below. If you want to book in lessons, just leave a message on there. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, share amongst your friends. Also leave a comment down below. How are you getting on with your driving? Do you have a test coming up soon? Or maybe have you already done one? You know, let me know how you're doing down there, and maybe if you want a few lessons, we can go from there. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is going to be doing the Wheatley Route. So this one is a particularly challenging one, and I love challenging routes. So this one will involve narrow roads, sharp turns, blind junctions, fast dual carriageways. This one's got a whole lot on it. So you know, this one isn't an easy one to pass, but it's one I love driving. So we'll get on it straight away. So get ourselves pulled out from here. So just taking our time. Don't want to hit that nice looking Mini. Some private cars are Mini, and quite fond of them. Quite neat little cars they are. Making sure it's safe to put that on here. Okay, so Oxford Test Centre's on the left, where the person in the high-vis jacket is. So you pull out of here, turning left. Just be aware that, as usual, you usually get a load of parked cars down here. Told this building work will be done after today, so hopefully when I do these, if I do these videos more in future, I'll be able to show you, what exactly it will be like. But maybe you're going to be one of the students at Oxford Brookes University who's living in that accommodation. If you fancy a lesson, let me know. Okay, so end of the road, you're going to be turning right. So it is a satnav route, but we don't start with the satnav straight away. So no pedestrians pulling up on the speed bump. Just be aware, because that lorry on the right is severely blocking my view. So I may have to creep out the old creep and peep here. So there's all clear. There we go. Yeah, but they are literally just finishing that up now, so hopefully it will be all good and all clear for future videos. Okay, so driving forward, mini roundabout at the end of the road, turning left, first exit. Clear because of the traffic. Just taking it nice and easy here. I'm guessing with a lot of vehicles being along here, it's quite busy, so I've got to be careful doing this. So right about here I'll give the signal, because I'm not moving as fast as we normally would. So we can leave the signal just a little bit later. So looking to the right, there is a car there, but more than enough time to safely get it going. Okay, so we're going to be driving down the Slade, long 30-mile-an-hour road. Do be aware, it is a bus route. Could be buses stopped, could be pedestrians, could be quite a few hazards down here, because I look down the road, I can see the bus up ahead, and I can see it's stopped. There's one pedestrian, it looks like, getting on, or one passenger I should say. So Sod's Law probably tells me by the time I get there, that'll be when the bus wants to pull out. So I am looking around, I can see there's a junction, so I'm not going to block that. I can see there's a lot of oncoming vehicles. So just wait here until it's safe to go. Bus is pulling away. So have a good look around, it's all safe. Because you do have the cycle path on the left, but cyclists don't have to use them. So you've got the cyclists there with the bags on the handlebars, they're looking a bit wobbly. carriageway, so keep an half an eye on them, especially with the parked car being a bit further along. Okay, so pedestrian crossing, pedestrian nearby, but they're walking by, lights are not going to change, bus up ahead is turning, traffic is slowing down. I can see junctions on both sides, keeping them clear, keep an eye on that Volkswagen Beetle on the right just in case. So it's all good. Okay, so we're going to keep on going, and there's some traffic lights way in the distance. We're going to be turning right. It's particularly dangerous turning right on this set of traffic lights here, because on the other side there's a right turning lane and a straight ahead lane, so your view may be blocked off. So some traffic lights up ahead turning right, so check mirrors, it's getting wider, into becoming 2 lanes, going to get into that right hand lane. So you can already see vehicles lining up on the other side, so this could be exactly what it's like on your driving test. We're going to pull forward towards the middle, make sure you don't go too far forward. Give way to oncoming vehicles. Around about here will do. So on the other side I've got the white van turning right, I've got the Mercedes, I can see enough around. I was going to say they probably could have gone if they kept on going after the Mercedes, but they've stopped, so it's safe for me to turn. Okay, so carrying on down here, a lot of parked cars up ahead, and there is a junction on the right, so be aware of vehicles pulling out from there, be aware of vehicles coming towards you. So I can see the Parcel Force vans turning in, but there is another vehicle behind it. They've got no signal on. I'm going to guess they're coming our way, so I'm going to pull into the gap. So that's the important thing, look for the gaps here. If there is somebody coming, where is a safe place for you to duck in? Okay, so it's all clear. Just keep an eye on the person with the open van door. We've got another big gap, I can see a red car in the distance pulling out. So I've got a gap after these two, so keeping an eye on it. Get past the silver Volkswagen, so that's fine. Check that left mirror, make sure it's safe. Okay, and then up ahead, taking the next road on the left, so it is my priority here, but they're already coming through, so just best to hold back. And then turning left at the next junction. Transporter, so lots of various types of hazards today. I mean, that's exactly what I want for these videos, show you the challenging conditions you could have on your driving test. I don't want these videos being empty roads, it makes it look easy. You come to doing your driving test, it's completely different. You're going to say, what's happened? That video made it look so easy. Okay, so up ahead I'm going to pull up on the left in a safe place, so I've got a few parking bays, got a few white lines, a few driveways, so as I pull in I'm just going to make sure I don't block any driveways. Got a good gap after this line here. So I'll do that. Okay, I'm just going to briefly set up the satnav now. Just going to make sure I put it on the right one, because I probably misspelt this route. I believe it's that one there. Ideally I should have set this up before I started driving. No, that's the wrong one. It was the first one. So it was the one that I actually spelled correctly, it's the one that I need. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so we're all set up, we're all ready to go. And it's all safe to get going as well.
After 200 yards, turn right.
So turning right onto Quarry Hollow, there's a slight right bend before you get there, which I've been teaching students. We've been following this satnav got programmed to try going straight on.
Turn right.
So I think that's where they're going. It's the right turn onto Quarry Hollow. Take your time as you turn in on this one. It's a very narrow road. You've got bushes and walls on the left up ahead. So going nice and steady here. I can see there's an oncoming vehicle. Parked cars on my side, so I'm going to give.
After 350 yards, turn left.
My sensors are picking up bushes and the branches. Okay, so you heard the satnav speak. Now, this is the bit that causes a little bit of confusion here. So this bit here, it's only wide enough for one car, so be aware of any oncoming vehicles. You go round the bend, and some people think that's the turning there. Well, if you go left, you'll be going to the pub. I'm going to the pub, but I don't drink, so it's non-alcoholic for me. So you go round the corner here, lots of parked cars again, so looking way down the road, no oncoming vehicles. But look for the gaps, you know, if we need to pull in. Gaps. Okay,
at the end of the road, turn left.
So, end of the road, turning left onto the dual carriageway. You may be told you'll be turning right at the roundabout, just to help out with planning. So,
turn left.
So it's a 50-mile-an-hour road you're joining in here. So be careful of vehicles from the right. They may be coming in a bit faster than what you think. And then, as I said, turning right at the roundabout. So I'm just going to pull straight out into the right-hand lane. It's the 5th exit right. If I look at the sat-nav screen, it says A40 towards London.
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the 5th exit towards London.
Yeah, so A40 towards London, it's the A40 East. I've done a video on how to do this roundabout. I'll put it in the little card in the corner, how to do this roundabout, especially from this side here. Because it has very slightly changed on the signage here since I've done that video. Because before it used to just say A40E for the middle and right lane. Now they put London in as well, just to make it that little bit clearer. So I look at the green sign on the right. London A40 East, middle or right lane, much easier in the middle. You will see why we're going to use the middle in a few moments. I don't think I'm going to get through on the next green light, but I'll keep an eye on it. If I don't get through on the first green light, I'll just do what Thanos did in the Avengers, snap the fingers and then just skip out a few minutes. Okay, so the traffic light's gone green up ahead, so start getting the car ready. Just be aware that light has already been green for quite a while and we haven't even moved yet, so strong chance it will turn to red. Keep an eye out on vehicles in the left lane. Sometimes they change very late and they realise they need the middle.
After 100 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the 5th exit towards London.
I had a feeling we weren't going to get through, and that was right. So it'll take a few minutes for these lights to change. So I'll just do a quick Thanos finger snap, and see you again in a few minutes. And we're back again. So it's just like it went by in a flash. Okay, so these lights are going to change any moment now. There we go. So pulling away, stick to the middle lane, follow it all the way around. So just stay within the long lines and it will guide you to your exit. So check mirrors, signal left. Be aware of vehicles such as that pull across. Okay, so come off here. It is still 30. When we pulled up at the traffic lights, you had the 30 sign. There's been no signs telling you it's changed. You've got street lighting, you've got no signs telling you what the speed limit is. It has to be 30 here. So all these cars that you see passing me right now, they are all speeding. So don't worry about them, you're doing nothing wrong. So the speed limit changes once you pass that sign there, so just check in your mirrors. Make sure nothing big like lorries are trying to pass you at this moment. It's only now we can speed up. Okay, now usually the sat-nav says up ahead to keep right, just ignore that instruction from the sat-nav. The sat-nav has a few moments on this route here. So good. Just shows
after 3/4 of a mile, keep right.
Just shows the important, don't always trust the sat-nav. And don't trust these traffic lights as well. They've been green for quite a while. Check my mirrors, know what's behind me. They could turn red just as I get there. Turning right did, but the ones for me stayed absolutely fine. And then national speed limit sign up ahead. second gear, checking both sides. No reason to stop, it's all clear. Okay, so look at the satnav screen, we're following the road round to the right here.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit. Then, at the end of the road, turn left.
So straight ahead at the roundabout, second exit. And then afterwards, the satnav will give some slightly confusing instructions, but I will talk it through. So mini roundabout.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit. Then, at the end of the road, turn left.
Keep an eye on that cyclist just in case. Okay, now as you go down here, the satnav will say at the end of the road turn left, then turn right. It's a staggered crossroad, we're following the road ahead. Now be careful on this one because it is incredibly blind on both sides.
At the end of the road, turn left, then turn right.
So straight ahead towards where the 20 signs are.
Turn left, then turn right.
Into first gear, got to slow it right the way down here. Visibility is absolutely appalling. It's all safe on this one.
Turn right,
and then it does the same at the next.
the end of the road, turn left. Turn left, then turn right.
Yeah, so looking at the satnav screen, it's effectively straight ahead again. It's another staggered crossroad. So checking both sides here. It's all clear. So up here.
Turn right.
Signs saying new zebra crossing up ahead. Take it easy on this bit here, it's quite narrow. So if you go around the corner, there is a brand new zebra crossing. Okay, so carrying on. So we're now climbing up Ladder Hill. It's a very steep hill. I'd recommend keeping it in second gear on this one because there are speed bumps as you go up. Third gear, you'll really be struggling. As much as my car is telling me put it into third, it's not suitable. This is the steepest part of the hill here, and with that car coming through, it's forced me to slow down a bit, but because I've got it in second gear, I'm still fine to continue. Okay, so going on. I think there's one more of these before we go over the top. So all of them, it said it was our priority. One more steep little bit with a speed bump on the top, and then we should be able to get it into third gear. That's it, because it now starts to level out and go down the hill, so third gear will be suitable. Okay. So carrying on. So I've got one more bit, just keep an eye on that car because they were dodging the puddle, but they have given way as what the cyclist said. Keep an eye on the other cars though, just in case. You see they're getting really far over, it's just a bit of water at the end of the day. Okay. And then in all of that there, some of you may have noticed there was a national speed limit sign as well, so good spot for those that noticed. Okay, satnav's going to speak any moment now. It's going to say turning right onto Cuttleston Road.
After 400 yards, turn right.
Now you can't really see it here because of the uphill approach, but you've got that triangle sign that's got the orange border on it. They're really trying to highlight it. If you're turning right here, you need to be getting ready fairly soon. It's just as you come over the crest of this hill,
right.
is where the turning is. I've seen so many times nearly overshooting the corner. Telling you, you really got to be slowing down here. You cannot see that turning. That's why the sign is there, is to highlight it to you. And even sometimes when you warn them, they're still nearly overshooting the corner because of how much speed they're taking through. Okay, so going down into Horsepath, you've got a steep downhill slope. Still national speed limit, but there's no point getting anywhere near 60 because I can see up ahead it's about to become 30. I've got about 45, 46 on that one. That's suitable for that type of road. I don't want to be going too fast either because it's wet, you know, conditions aren't that great. Okay, so if you watch my Garsington route video, some of you may recognise this. Got all the chicanes, got the still 30 down here because you've got the street lighting. It's a long straight road, so it's very tempting this road is 30. So much so I'm going to put the cruise control on, so I know that I'm definitely sticking to 30. Perfectly allowed to use cruise control during your driving test, so if you're confident in using it, feel free. It's keeping me to the correct speed. I don't want to be going any faster, I don't want to be going any slower. Okay, so up ahead, it's got the signs, narrow lanes, blank triangles telling me I may have to give way up ahead. And as I get closer, I can now see the give way sign. There's a lot of signs here. I can see a vehicle way in the distance, but it's safe to go through. And as I said, with the vehicle overtaking, I'm going to check my mirror here just to make sure nobody's overtaking me in that silly spot there. Okay, just going to press the brake now, so it takes me off the cruise control, so it's back to my right feet. I'm just going to drop it into third gear. That's going to give me a lot more control with these speed bumps. Okay, so up ahead I can see the road gets narrow. Got my eye on that car on the
After
right.
300 yards, bear left.
Okay, as you heard there from the satnav, it said bear left, it's not turn left, so no signal will be required. Just taking it easy, go through here, quite narrow lanes. Just be careful with positioning. Okay, so it says bear left, it's
Bear left.
follow the road left here. But be careful, this corner is a little bit sharper than what you think. So, around about 15 miles an hour, that's a suitable speed for the corner. Now I'm just going to be carrying on here, just be careful with positioning because the road is still pretty narrow. Okay. So priority to us, but be aware. And then the national speed limit sign up ahead. We're all about driving to the conditions today. But the roads are wet, road's not that wide. It is a 60 mile an hour road, but it's probably not safe to do 60. Okay, so my satnav will say I'm going to be reaching our destination in a few moments. The reality is the satnav just goes on for a little bit longer, but
After 400 yards, you have reached your destination on your left.
as I mentioned in the Blackbone Lees video, I didn't sit on the first few tests when the new
You have reached your destination on your left.
I didn't sit in on the first few tests when they changed it to satnav route, so I sort of guessed where the satnav took you, but to be honest I was actually quite right from where they started. I just didn't quite get it right from where they ended. Okay. So up ahead it's about to become a 30 limit, and if you're following the satnav it would say at the end of the road you're going to be turning right. Now you may get a little bit of guidance, you may not, but I highly recommend you use the middle lane. So it's towards Ring Road, London. It will become 3 lanes as you get closer to the traffic lights. It's better to be in the middle lane, that's the one you want. I'm hoping to finish this video fairly soon because I can see on my little display there, I've barely got any battery left in the camera. Only got to last about a minute or two more. So it's safe to go around the lorry and get in that middle lane. Because the test centre is behind where those newish block of flats are. We just got to go the long way around though. Okay. So almost done. So it'll be a right turn here, followed by a left turn. Then you've got the mini roundabout. And then after you've done the mini roundabout, that's where the satnav ends. So it's just a few corners short on where the satnav finished you. Okay. So I can see traffic's turning right into this road, so that tells me you're going to be going any moment shortly. So go for the middle lane. We've got a lane on our right which is a right turn only, so that tells me turning onto a dual carriageway. Stay around the outside and it will put us in the left lane as we go around. So, just anywhere right way to vehicles coming from your right. So you see where like that white car's come in, they're coming across, we must give way to them. So looking to the right, it's all clear. Carry it on. And be aware as you go down Horsepath Driftway, we're about 2 minutes from the test centre. If there's heavy traffic, you've got to be careful. There's a few junctions, there's a few yellow boxes. I've also noticed the grey car up in front of me, got 2 brake lights not working. I'm going to stay well back from them. Because by the looks of it, I think they've only got the top bit working and not the side lights. So I'm going to stay well back, give myself plenty of space, because not only is that safe in terms of the car in front, it's also giving me a safety margin with all these junctions and yellow boxes down here. Okay, so mini roundabout, going to be turning left. So checking mirrors, signal left. Just be aware of vehicles from the right because it's a 2-lane approach on the right hand side. So vehicles that are turning right may be hidden from your view. So having a look here, I can see there is a red car that wants to turn right, but loads of time before we get there. And it's around about here is where the satnav finishes. So you can just be directed to the end. Now, I showed you where the test centre was at the start of the video. I'm not going to go down there. You've seen how ridiculous it is in terms of the building work. So I will just go to the next road along, I'll finish it up there. So you would be told, turn left into this road here. Just going to go a tiny bit further along. And I'm going to take the next road on the left, and that's where we're going to finish up the video. So dual mirror signal left, into second gear. It's kind of exactly like the test centre road. Make sure you don't go too fast, because you've got the speed bump on the entry. If you go too fast over that, it will throw you over to the right. And then pretty much just finding a safe place to park along this road. Just to conclude the video. And like, a lot of these cars here are the builders that were on that road. So hopefully they'll be gone as well. It looks like there's a good spot after the stripey van, so I'll go over there. Yeah, it's an absolutely perfect spot there. Okay, so we'll conclude the video once I'm stopped up. So that'll be all for today. If you like what you see, I'll put a link to my channel in the description. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below. How are you getting on? Are you interested in the lesson? I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. And most importantly, share amongst your friends. Get these videos out there. Get them amongst all your friends that are learning to drive. Let's all get those blue certificates. Let's get past. Okay, so that'll be all for today's video, and hopefully it won't be too long doing the next one. So we'll see you then.